Hi, I'm Jill Johnson-Young. I'm a licensed clinical social worker here in Southern California. I am in private practice. I'm also an experienced hospice social worker for over a decade. And I'm also certified in the Grief Recovery Institute program for grief recovery facilitators. In other words, I do grief all day long. I also run a dementia support group once a month in the community. And dementia is all about grief and loss, if you think about it. It's the anticipatory grief, and it's the families coming back after their loss to help other people who are in the process. I created this program, Your Path Through Grief, not as a means of doing therapy. It is not teletherapy. It is not meant to be therapy. It is support to help clients who are not clients, they're subscribers, move from the isolation that they have probably created around themselves, especially if you are working with someone who has had a chronic illness that became a terminal illness from which there was a loss, or had a tragic loss, and we've had a lot of those recently, and then pulled back. Because when there's tragic loss, many people are not comfortable moving themselves in and trying to sit with that person. So this program is meant to reach out to those folks who are never going to go to a grief support group. They may be willing to see an individual therapist, but they're not going to go reach out for that other piece, and they're not going to find it for themselves. It's not possible for any individual therapist to do all the support necessary. Folks need someone to talk to. An online program and group is the place where they can go when they can't sleep, because grievers never sleep, where they have other people they can talk to without other eyes seeing it, because our online program is entirely secure. It's a place where they will learn that what they're feeling is normal. They'll hear that from other people. Well, they'll understand the physical symptoms of grief, the emotional and the cognitive impact of grief, and they will have the opportunity to work through what's left over from that relationship in the company of others and move into the recovery process. This program is not intended to be a substitute for therapy, and it's not intended to take people out of therapy. It's intended to be there for folks who, A, are never, ever going to go to therapy, never going to go to a group, may call your office, may inquire, but they're not actually going to walk in the door. This is a place you can refer them to as a help. And it may help them see that you really do intend to be there for them when they are ready, if they ever are. It's also a program for your clients who are needing a little extra, need to break out of that isolation, but aren't going to listen entirely to you. This gives them a place to go. It gives them a workbook to work through. It gives them a daily email written by me for support that's timed to where they probably are in their loss. It provides a secret online group that nobody else can see into, that I am moderating. I'm watching what's going on. It provides blogs and some other support systems, some resources for reaching out for afterwards. So if they want to reach out and be part of something bigger to help them at the end of their grief recovery process, they can. And it's written by a therapist who's not only an expert in grief, but who's also had multiple losses herself. This is the kind of program I would have reached for had I had the opportunity, but it wasn't there. So now it is. I hope you take a chance right now to take a look at it, see what you think. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. My information is on the site for therapists. Thank you, and have a good day.